I don't know if you'll remember this, but when Robert Rodriguez's and Quentin Tarantino's joint venture double feature Grindhouse came out, they actually held a competition for people to make their own fake trailers for a Grindhouse movie. Now, anybody who's seen this will know that in between Robert Rodriguez's Planet Terror and Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof are some fake trailers by directors such as Eli Roth, Rob Zombie, Edgar Wright. Now, the competition was held and the winner was a trailer for a fake film called Hobo With A Shotgun. This trailer cropped up on YouTube and became insanely popular, and basically that trailer was so good it has been made into a feature film directed by Jason Eisner and starring Rutger Hauer. There isn't much of a plot to this movie. It follows Rutger Hauer's character, literally referred to in the credits as Hobo, who wants to clean up the crime-ridden streets of the city in which he lives, single-handedly dishing out justice one shell at a time. And there is, of course, the obligatory subplot where he kind of falls for a hooker, so to speak, and basically carnage ensues as he tries to single-handedly rid the city of criminals. Let's face it though, the reason you're going in to see this film isn't for the plot, it's for Rutger Hauer kicking ass and taking names for 90 minutes, and in that respect it doesn't fail. Honestly, this is one of the most fun movies I've seen in a long time. I watched it while I was staying with a friend down in London, and we had a late night, stayed up watching this movie, and we both really enjoyed it. It does exactly what it says on the tin. For the type of movie to watch with a group of friends while you're all having beer or something like that, it's the perfect movie for that kind of night in. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting. Now, I was expecting a film like Grindhouse in that I expected it to look like an older movie, you know, I expected it to look like a movie that came out in the 70s or 80s. Now, what it does is it mixes that style of Grindhouse filmmaking with a very modern sensibility in how it's shot. They use a lot of fisheye lenses and Dutch tilt camera angles and saturated colour palettes, very modern filmmaking techniques, but it's set against a 70s Grindhouse backdrop. And it's these two mixtures of styles that could really jar some people, but I found quite interesting. And to be honest, overall, I really liked that style and I thought it really suited the film. Now, it gave a certain energy and it made the film feel more kinetic during the action scenes to see it shot like this, and it is a very, very visually unique film. I haven't really seen anything like it. It kind of reminds me of what Neville Dean and Taylor did with the first Crank movie, but I actually feel like this style is done better here in Hobo With A Shotgun. It is a very violent movie. It's much more violent than I was expecting. It really does push the boat out in terms of what you can get away with in an action movie. Some of the scenes in this, now I won't spoil them because to spoil them would be to miss the point of the movie. Some of the scenes I was watching and I honestly thought, how the hell did they get away with this? It doesn't let up for a moment. It is non-stop blood, gore, action, bullets. Any fans of action cinema or any fans of Grindhouse in particular, which I was a big fan of, will love this movie. It's such a shame that these movies don't do well financially, but that's the thing. The type of people that these movies are catering for are not the type of people who go to the cinema. It's a catch-22, but any fans of Grindhouse are going to love Hobo With A Shotgun. Rutger Hauer's performance is good. He's playing it with his tongue firmly in his cheek. The hard-as-nails hobo. Basically, you know, he gives it that whole grizzled, chiseled jaw, anti-hero. We've seen a million times before, but it's Rutger Hauer. He does it well, and I really enjoyed his take on the character. I thought the villains are very interesting. The villains, they are insane and play it as such, but I really liked just how off the wall the villains were, and it perfectly matched the extreme levels of violence that they dish out. So the acting throughout, for the type of movie it is, I thought was consistently good, and as I say, it's enjoyable. It's a film that you will enjoy with a group of friends and a group of beers especially. I do think we need more original movies like this to come out, so when this is released in cinemas in the UK, please go and see it if you have any interest. If you're into Grindhouse, into action, go and see Hobo With A Shotgun and support it, because it's not often we get a completely original film like this coming out, so I honestly think it does need to be supported and I highly recommend it.